So I have a bit of a timely topic for you. Do you have the classic Easter treat, Peeps, in the UK?
No.
Welcome back to the SpewnedIt Podcast.
We do not
No.
have Peeps. Which is
Fascinating.
A shame.
You do know what they are,
I believe I know what a peep is, but
Yeah.
Jensen, for those of us on this side of the pond,
That's crazy.
can you break down what a peep
A
is?
peep?
Because if, like, over in the UK, if you call, like my mum
like a
will
peep
sometimes
bowl.
call us, her kids, the peeps.
Yeah.
These are my peeps.
These are my peeps.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
These are my peeps. But that's not the type of peep you're talking about.
No. I'm aware that there are people in England, yes. But no, what I'm talking about is the classic yellow, vaguely duck-shaped candy, which is essentially a marshmallow covered in sugar.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. That's it.
Fantastic.
That's what it is. It's crazy.
So good. So tasty.
Have you ever had one?
Yes,
You
I've
have,
got
yeah.
a distinct memory of
Yeah.
sort of the taste and the texture.
Okay.
I can't remember when it was. It must have been with you guys.
I'm sure at some point we brought some over. It's like the stupidest. It's like so basic, and it's kind of it's one of those things around here, I think, that where it's like a love it or you hate it kind of deal. Like there are people that swear by the peep, like me, and then there are people that are just like, yeah, what's the point of this? This is just nothing,
Yeah,
give me like a chocolate egg or something, which is fine, and that they can be wrong all they want.
Yeah.
But for the rest of us, there's Peeps. And lately, I was curious because in the last few years, I have seen a incredible increase in Peep-related products here in America.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Which,
exciting.
for a product as like simple and straightforward as a Peep, which is basically a vanilla flavored marshmallow covered in sugar. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's in the shape of a little chick, baby chicken, essentially is what it was meant to be. I think that's like the original. These days they've got bunnies. They kind of pop out like around the holidays. Like they'll bring out like a white Christmas snowman Peep, or like Halloween.
Okay.
They'll bust out like a pumpkin Peep or something, right? So it's kind of a holiday like thing, and they sort of make them themed, but
they modify it.
Yeah, the original. Oh my goodness. Oh, are we back, dude?
Not quite. Boom.
But the original one is the Easter chick.
Yeah.
And it's been almost a running joke. It started about 2 years ago, I believe. Yeah, when I went. Well, no, I saw an article online that said that there was in the wild, a Peep flavored Pepsi that you could purchase.
What?
And I thought to myself, I have to try this. I must. And so I sought it out, and B can attest, my wife B, every time we would go to any store, I would check the soda aisle just in case.
Yeah.
I never expected it to be there, and it never was. And I tried to order it online. I put in an order on Amazon, and they did not fulfill the order. It had like sold out, or it became unavailable. I couldn't get it.
What?
So I thought, and this is like a month of trying, right? This is like the March leading up to Easter, which like was, early April or something. Yeah. And so I lost all hope. I was like, whatever, miss my chance. It's not going to be in production anymore. They're probably selling off whatever stock they have. And then we happened to be in Virginia on the East Coast, the other side of the country, visiting my brother and my sister-in-law and my niece. There was only one niece at that time. Having a grand old time. And we happened to be in the grocery store, and I happened to check the soda aisle, and lo and behold, there was Peeps Pepsi in the aisle.
Peeps
Pepsi. There it was.
Pepsi Peep.
And of course, I had to buy it because I had been seeking this out so fervently for so long. No. And I did. And you know what? It was okay. It tasted vaguely like a vanilla flavored Pepsi. I would say it was like all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely, if you liked a Peep, it tasted sort of like that in a drink sort of form. And then since then, they didn't bring that back from what I've seen. I think that was it. It's not come back.
Yeah, it was a one-off.
But the next year, there was a whole different slew of like, there's in like Target, right? Big department store. There's like a seasonal section, and there's always a Peeps section now. They get their own little like island of product.
No way.
Yeah, it's crazy. And last year they had like a Peeps milkshake kit that you could make. And so you'd like put the milk, and then there was like a powder that was like a Peeps flavoring. And I'm sure it's straight up, MSG and preservative and whatever else. But I bought it. Of course, I had to.
Take my money.
And,
100%. Take it all.
I got that, and it was all right. Again, it's fine.
Again, yeah. Yeah.
And then
was it better than worse than Peeps Pepsi?
I think comparable, maybe a little better, because it felt a little. Somehow it felt more natural, being what it is. And then there's more. Even they made it's a marshmallow, right? But they also have made gummies. Like
Peep gummies?
Peep gummies, yeah. Like as if like it's a
How does that
Sour Patch Kid or a gummy bear, but it's a Peep.
No.
Those are not good. I do not like those.
No.
It's like,
are they still like almost like marshmallow flavored
gummies?
gummy?
Yes, they are. And it doesn't work.
Ooh,
that's doesn't
weird.
work for me.
No,
which is saying
weird.
a lot because I'm kind of a gummy fiend. There's just not many flavors of gummy that'll say no to. But these ones are not. It's not it. Avoid the Peeps gummies. I think those are still around too. But so I'm kind of on. There's only like one. There's only like one product that I haven't purchased, which is like.
You're on a Peep mission.
I know. Yeah, every year it's something new. So maybe I'll try and find something and report back.
What's the one you haven't had?
The one I haven't had is it's not even
the Holy Grail.
Well, it's a little different. It's like a Peeps shaped like a pancake skillet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think maybe there's like some kind of mix in there, but I'm not positive. So it doesn't really totally feel worthwhile to get.
No, that almost feels like a little side piece.
Yeah,
but like a side quest type thing. Because then you're having
like
pancakes.
If I was gonna
unless you're having Peep flavored pancakes in the shape of a Peep.
Yeah, I don't.
Wow.
I mean, I guess
that's
it's just vanilla,
crazy,
so you could.
Environment. It probably wouldn't be that hard. But then maybe just a lot of sugar. So what? Like vanilla in the recipe, sugar on top, roll it.
And some crazy yellow food coloring. Yeah, I don't know.
And yeah.
But anyway,
wow.
I wanted to share that with you, and I was curious, seeing as how it's not a thing in the UK, which is slightly shocking. Only because of the like I don't know what food conglomerate like owns Peeps or whatever, but like whoever they are, they've cornered. There's some market of people like me that will just try this stuff, I imagine, and they just keep coming out with it, which like hats off to them for like being working. There's somebody in that company that's like, Pepsi, we need a Pepsi with a Peep, yeah, and they're like, yes, good.
Yes, well done.
And then they give that guy money, and he gets to do what he does. So I'm envious, frankly, of that person's job. If I could just sit around throwing up ideas for Peep flavored things as my profession, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, that would be entertaining. Yeah, for sure.
Right off the top of the dome, Peep flavored licorice. Boom, hire me. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Red Vine crossover.
He's already making.
I'm doing your job for you. For you.
Call this guy up. Call him up right now.
Yeah.
Call him up right now.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to kick it to you. Is there a classic Easter snack? Be it a. I have a guess, but I want to hear from you.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think if there's anything sort of like bar the chocolate classic. So I think like chocolate is just that's the big thing that gets fed into a lot. But in particular is actual Easter eggs. Like these will come in all shapes, forms, and sizes. Really,
a chocolate egg, you mean, or
a chocolate egg? Yeah. And some of these you'll have these tiny ones and they're delicious, they're incredible. pardon me. The other thing that you may have are these bigger ones. You can get them in like a little box, probably about yay high, and you'll have like the Malteser one, for example, and that will come with like 2 Malteser bars on the inside. They're great. They're delicious. But apart, I feel like though I might be missing something really obvious. But
is the filled egg a thing? Like, because I recall having like you like put it in the freezer, kind of, right? You like have a bit of it, and it's like cold. I don't know. Was that with you, or am I projecting?
I don't know what we do have here. If we have what is called the Cadbury's cream egg, and so that's like it's like a little chocolate shell casing in the shape of an egg,
right? And
then on the inside there's kind of like this gooey. I think they call it like a fondant or something.
Yeah,
it's a fancy word for basically just like a
frosting,
sugary goo.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I mean, they're incredible. Actually, like recently, this team made the biggest one ever, and it was like 3 feet high. So that's crazy. And there was,
respectable.
I remember seeing there was this one. So that was like an official thing that was done. But this one guy like decided to do kind of this whole thing on his own. Bought like a standard Easter egg, and the classic thing is that they'll split down the middle. So they're probably about as tall as my hand, to be fair. But then they'll split down the middle. You have 2 halves, right? And what he did was then he had just a standard one. And this was like a late Friday night thing he decided to do. It was all over social media. And he got like loads of Cadbury's cream eggs, scooped out the inside, put it in this bigger thing. And so eventually he just had like a massive, giant Cadbury's cream egg. They're crazy. They're delicious. I've also heard that actually a big chocolate sort of speciality here is called a Terry's chocolate orange. And so what basically happens, you get this little wrapped up like chocolate ball which has like orange segments.
Okay.
I love them. I think they're so Moorish. And so apparently they are doing their own version of the cream egg. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's out, so I may need to give it a go. And if so, I will let you know because it sounds incredible. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything major. Obviously, everything comes in like bunny shapes as well.
Of course.
Just the bunny shaped chocolate is insane. But yeah, no, I don't feel like we have anything that's too particularly seasonal. We do get into the Easter spirit pretty quick though. Like once Christmas has come and gone, you know, you'll see it in the shops from maybe like mid to late Jan. Like the shops are already like, yeah, get the Easter stuff out there. Who cares? Why not? So yeah, I think it's probably better and probably cheaper as well to buy what you can at that point. Obviously, I don't know how long the chocolate will last for. But if there is anything that you can get, like it'll be cheaper then, and then they'll just hike up the prices around Easter. So, yeah, it's clever. Look, it's a clever idea. But yeah, no, I don't think we have anything quite as special as the Peep that you guys are able to enjoy.
It's its own little beast
in the US.
It is fascinating. You know what? There's one more I've just remembered. A few years ago now, almost 8 years ago or something, my mom sent a little care package while we were in college. I remember Brevin and I got it, and it was I think it was like Jolly Rancher flavored Peeps or something.
No,
and it was like red. It was like the cherry flavor. So I think it was Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, strong.
It was red, whatever it was. It was terrible.
Okay,
it was so bad.
No,
yeah, because it was like a tart flavor, but like really artificial.
Okay, yeah.
It was just, bleh. But like I ate them all anyway.
Grim.
It's just, it's terrible.
Nice, of course, yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
So anyway, any other Peep fiends out there? Throw in the comments. I would love to hear in the wild if anybody else has seen or heard of any Peep related monstrosities that are floating out there in the ether. I'm sure there are that I've missed, but I just wanted to kind of categorize for you some of the wildness that I've seen. Yes, we've got something.
I knew I was forgetting something, so I've gone to the old friend Uncle Google to try and like
Uncle
help
G.
us out. And 100%. And like one of the big things are what we called hot cross buns. Have you heard of these, gents?
The song mostly.
So nice, so nice.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a sweetened little bun. It's got like this weird, I don't even know what it is, but like this kind of savory little cross over the top because it's a hot cross bun.
Yeah.
And these are delicious. And yeah, like particularly around Easter time, these will make more of an appearance. You can have them all year round, but there'll be like special versions, I guess, coming out around Easter as well. Yeah, they're also like incredibly good. You know, you put them in the toaster for like a minute, a little bit of butter, and they're just at that right. Oh yeah, they're delicious. They're delicious. So yeah, hot cross buns as well. If you're thinking, Joel, you're representing the UK terribly, then please do, you know, let me know, let us know what your like Easter speciality is. Maybe it's a family thing or even like an area thing as well. And let Jens know about any peep atrocities. I quite like that. It sounds like the name of an album or something. But yeah, look, thanks for getting involved with this, with the SpewnedIt Boys. Happy Easter as well to you. Yeah, it's been a great time hanging out with you today. Make sure to like and subscribe and share it with your mates because we'd love to just increase the community that we've got going out here and the positivity as well. Indeed. But until then, we'll see you soon.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh wait, thumbnail for this one. It could just be a classic. Like, I don't have anything on me. I don't think. Actually, you know what I do? I might have some peeps. Hold on. I'm gonna. Have you? Let's grab it. Yeah.